Most people make a very expensive mistake when their engine starts misfiring. They feel the shaking, the hesitation, and then the check engine light begins flashing. The first reaction for many drivers is simple. Replace the spark plugs. Sometimes that works, but many times it doesn't. And that's where people lose hundreds or even thousands of dollars because the real cause of the misfire was never identified in the first place. Diagnosis always comes first. An engine misfire is not a single problem. It's a symptom that something in the combustion process has failed. If you don't understand what that process needs to work correctly, you'll keep replacing parts without actually fixing the problem. Before we continue, if you enjoy learning real diagnostic strategies that save you from unnecessary repairs, consider subscribing. This channel focuses on helping drivers and technicians understand what most people misunderstand about modern engines. Now let's break this down step by step. Every engine cylinder relies on a simple but critical process to produce power. Air enters the cylinder. Fuel mixes with that air. The piston compresses the mixture, then a spark ignites it. The explosion pushes the piston downward and rotates the crankshaft. That's the power stroke. If anything interrupts that sequence, the cylinder fails to produce its share of power. When that happens, the engine shakes or hesitates. That's the misfire you feel. Modern vehicles are extremely good at detecting this. The engine computer constantly monitors the speed of the crankshaft. When a cylinder fires normally, it pushes the crankshaft forward with a predictable amount of force. If one cylinder fails to do that, the crankshaft momentarily slows down. The computer sees that tiny slowdown and records a misfire code. So when the check engine light appears with a misfire code, it's not guessing. It has already detected an imbalance in the engine's power strokes. People often assume all misfires come from the same problem. In reality, misfires happen for several completely different reasons. Some are simple electrical failures, others are fuel problems, some are air leaks. And in more serious cases, the engine may have mechanical damage. Understanding the difference is what separates guessing from real diagnosis. Let's start with the most common cause: worn spark plugs. Spark plugs are responsible for igniting the compressed air-fuel mixture. They do this by creating a high-voltage electrical arc across a small gap at the tip of the plug. That gap is carefully designed, usually between about 0.030 and 0.060 inches. Over time, the electrodes slowly wear down from constant electrical discharge. As the metal erodes, the gap becomes wider. When the gap grows larger, the ignition system must generate more voltage to jump across it. Under light driving conditions, the spark may still occur. But under heavy load, such as when accelerating or climbing a hill, cylinder pressure increases dramatically. That pressure makes it harder for electricity to jump the gap, and the spark fails. When that happens, the mixture doesn't ignite and the cylinder misfires. Spark plugs can also misfire if they become fouled. Carbon deposits can build up on the insulator when combustion temperatures stay too low. Oil can coat the plug if piston rings are worn. In both cases, the spark may leak away instead of jumping the gap. When inspecting spark plugs, normal plugs usually appear light tan or gray. Thick black soot suggests carbon fouling, while oily deposits point toward internal engine wear. But here's the important part. Spark plugs are not the only ignition component that can fail. Right above each plug sits the ignition coil, and these coils are another major source of misfires. Modern engines typically use a coil-on-plug system, where each cylinder has its own ignition coil. The coil acts like a miniature transformer that converts low battery voltage into the extremely high voltage required to fire the spark plug. Inside the coil are tightly wound electrical windings surrounded by insulation. Over time, heat and vibration can damage that insulation. When this happens, the coil may still work at idle but fail under heavy engine load when higher voltage is required. This is where most people go wrong. They replace the spark plug and assume the problem is solved. But the real issue was the ignition coil all along. One of the simplest ways to diagnose this is the swap test. If the engine computer shows a misfire on cylinder 2, the ignition coil from cylinder 2 can be moved to another cylinder. If the misfire code moves with the coil is confirmed to be faulty. This pattern recognition approach prevents unnecessary parts replacement and quickly identifies the true cause. Now let's move to the fuel system, because ignition is only half of the equation. Even with a strong spark, combustion cannot occur without the proper fuel mixture. Fuel injectors are responsible for delivering the exact amount of fuel needed for each combustion event. These injectors operate extremely quickly, opening and closing in milliseconds to spray a fine mist of fuel into the engine. Over time, injectors can become clogged by carbon deposits or contaminated fuel. When an injector becomes restricted, it delivers less fuel than required. The mixture becomes too lean to support proper combustion, leading to a lean misfire. On the other hand, an injector can also fail by leaking. Instead of delivering a controlled spray, it may drip excess fuel into the cylinder. This creates an overly rich mixture that also fails to burn correctly. Both conditions produce misfires, but the causes are very different. Technicians often listen to injectors using a mechanic's stethoscope. A properly functioning injector produces a rapid clicking sound as it opens and closes. If that clicking disappears or becomes irregular, the injector may be stuck or electrically faulty. Another major cause of misfires comes from vacuum leaks. Engines carefully measure incoming air using sensors so the computer can calculate the correct fuel delivery. But if extra air enters the engine after the airflow sensor, the computer has no way of knowing about it. This extra air creates a lean mixture that cannot burn properly. Vacuum leaks usually appear at cracked hoses, damaged intake manifold gaskets, or deteriorated rubber seals. These leaks are most noticeable at idle because even a small amount of extra air can significantly affect the mixture when the engine is running slowly. Technicians often use smoke machines to locate these leaks by filling the intake system with visible vapor and watching for smoke escaping from damaged areas. While many misfires originate from ignition or fuel issues, some are caused by deeper mechanical problems inside the engine. One example is a burnt exhaust valve. Valves seal the combustion chamber during the compression stroke so the air-fuel mixture can be compressed properly. If a valve becomes overheated or fails to seat correctly, the edge of the valve may burn or erode. Once this happens, the cylinder can no longer hold pressure. Without compression, the air-fuel mixture cannot ignite effectively and the cylinder misfires every time it tries to fire. Technicians confirm this type of failure with a compression test followed by a leak-down test. If air escapes through the exhaust system during the leak-down test, the exhaust valve is leaking and must be repaired. Unfortunately, fixing burnt valves usually requires removing the cylinder head. Piston ring failure is another mechanical cause of misfires. Piston rings seal the gap between the piston and the cylinder wall. When these rings wear out or become stuck, compression leaks past the piston into the crankcase. This condition is known as blow-by. In addition to losing compression, worn rings allow engine oil to enter the combustion chamber. Oil contamination can coat the spark plug and prevent it from firing properly, leading to persistent misfires. A wet compression test can help confirm this problem. By adding a small amount of oil into the cylinder before performing the compression test, technicians temporarily seal worn rings. If compression readings improve significantly, worn piston rings are likely the cause. Sensor failures can also create misfires even when the mechanical components are healthy. The mass airflow sensor measures how much air enters the engine, so the computer can adjust fuel delivery accordingly. If the sensor becomes dirty, it may underreport airflow. The engine computer then injects too little fuel, creating a lean mixture that leads to misfires. Oxygen sensors play a similar role in monitoring combustion efficiency. If an oxygen sensor becomes contaminated, it may send incorrect information to the engine computer. The computer may respond by adding too much or too little fuel, both of which can cause unstable combustion. Another important system that affects misfires is engine timing. The crankshaft and camshaft must remain perfectly synchronized so that the valves open and close at the correct time relative to piston movement. This synchronization is maintained by a timing belt or timing chain. If the belt stretches or jumps a tooth, the valves may open too early or too late. When valve timing becomes incorrect, cylinders cannot fill or seal properly, leading to widespread misfires. In severe cases, especially in interference engines, improper timing can cause the piston to strike the valves. This type of failure can lead to catastrophic engine damage. The exhaust gas recirculation system can also create misfires when it malfunctions. The EGR system routes small amounts of exhaust gas back into the intake to reduce combustion temperatures and emissions. However, if the EGR valve becomes stuck open, exhaust gases flood the intake at idle. This dilutes the air-fuel mixture so much that combustion becomes unstable, resulting in rough idle and frequent misfires. Finally, there are the crankshaft and camshaft position sensors. These sensors tell the engine computer the exact position of internal engine components. Without accurate timing information, the computer cannot correctly trigger spark plugs or fuel injectors. If one of these sensors begins to fail, the ignition timing may become erratic. Sparks may fire too early, too late, or not at all. The result is intermittent misfires that can be extremely difficult to diagnose without proper testing equipment. Ignoring misfires can become very expensive, especially because of the catalytic converter. When a cylinder misfires, unburned fuel enters the exhaust system. That fuel ignites inside the catalytic converter, causing extreme temperatures. While converters normally operate at several hundred degrees, burning raw fuel can push temperatures beyond 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. This can melt the internal ceramic structure and block exhaust flow, leading to a costly replacement. The most effective way to resolve a misfire is through a structured diagnostic process. Professional technicians typically begin by scanning the engine computer for codes and reviewing live sensor data. Next, they inspect ignition components such as spark plugs and coils. Then they verify proper fuel delivery and check for vacuum leaks. If those systems appear normal, they proceed to compression testing and deeper mechanical inspection. Following this logical process prevents guesswork and ensures that the real cause of the misfire is identified before replacing parts. When drivers understand that misfires are simply symptoms of deeper problems in the combustion process, they can approach diagnosis more intelligently and avoid unnecessary repairs. You can also check out our video where we explore another issue drivers often confuse with misfires, engine knocking, and why failing to tell the difference between these two problems can lead to serious engine damage if left unchecked.